how come it's only the black people who are like a mice on a spinning wheel, who are constantly running a rat race, should I even further elaborate, to the point where they realize that, or they are unaware, perhaps the world who can see the rat on the spinning wheel is aware that the rat is staying stationary and is not progressing and is not changing, but the rat on the spinning wheel is convinced that somehow his efforts is instilling a sense of progress. This doesn't make sense to me, because the level by which black people measure progress within the black community it's concerning. It's one where you question yourself. You're like, you believe because your favorite artist who's wearing a 6-figure chain, who probably can't even afford that chain, but wants to actually put on the image like he can afford it, you believe that that is somehow just going to magically bring everything to your attention. You think you're magically just going to attract good people around you, but you never actually take time to actually understand the impacts of what stereotypes have actually done to the black community. And it is because you believe in these stereotypes that the stationary object, the stationary mentality, the stationary thinking, and the stationary overall objective has been achieved to the point where the colored people have not been able to grow. The colored people have just lost, I would say, every way possible in terms of how to progress. And the direction in which you provide this change is one in which you have to acknowledge the problem. When I point out these problems, I am not bringing down the colored community. And you gotta believe me, I'm very well aware of the inherent struggle for equity, for finance, for security, and for privacy, and for every related essential societal need that the colored people are forced to struggle with. But I am telling you now that the problem needs to be addressed, and the problem, rather than looking on the outside world, needs to be assessed as the inability as black people or the black community to actually grow and to actually change, to grow from the ideals that have been taught to us by this country, to believe that our only place is within this country, to believe that we need to resort to these lives of stereotypes in order to even be considered within the community, rather than learning how to actually accumulate the same wealth we divert towards the white community to consider it amongst ourselves. And the sad reality when you are faced with such a pressing circumstance is that the progress, while the world is progressing, while times are changing, you will find that black people are going backwards, are not changing, are refusing to acknowledge new norms, are refusing completely to actually appropriate themselves to an ethical standard in which the black masses can just agree upon through whether it's research or and this is the thing, right? The evidence is there. The fight for civil rights has been made. The battle was won. Whether you know it or not, a black person is legally obliged to walk into a white school and to possess the tools and the education, contrary to what I believe about integration. The issue is black people have still neglected to teach themselves. They still neglect to actually expand and to further their education. And it is because of this inability to learn and to perhaps even evolve and to progress. There will always be a turnaround point to where perhaps we will just continue running on this spinning wheel, thinking that change will satisfy us, thinking that temporary moments of clubbing or passive behavior or just making the time go by will satisfy us, rather than actually understanding the core roots and the philosophies and the principles in which education has a major factor in progress, along with the impacts that having a contribution to the black community has. Should every black person, and I kid you not, even if every black person just delegated $5 a day or even $5 a week into a black fund, that alone would have been an initiative to set something up. But the stingy mentality that black people have it's concerning, and I have to be real. The inability for black people to actually just comprehend that sometimes when you give, you can expect to receive. That what you put in, you can actually you can actually intend to learn from, and when you put your time into education, into studying, there will be some sort of progress. There will be a level of growth. There will be some degree of change. There will be a level of comfort and security due to the fact that you possess within your well-rounded rights the ability to do the same thing that white people have done for themselves and their kinds. You are very well aware and even capable of doing for yourself and doing for your people. And I don't know how to express it beyond that. Like, if you don't, and I'm not trying to be funny here, but if you don't know how to read, learn the alphabet, get yourself a dictionary, man. I don't like pointing out people out, and I'm not here to expose up people, but the struggle within the education, within the politics, it has gone too far. It actually pains me to actually just see black people still struggling in a time where there is so much to explore, there is so much available, but because we have restricted our minds into believing that our blackness is our weakness, instead of understanding that our color and our identity is the core roots for which we can actually achieve the level of inheritance, or even perhaps even an ROI, which is a return of investments. You will always find that this change needs to start, and the change needs to be initiated. And if the change isn't initiated, then there needs to be some sort of degree to which the black community can kind of collaborate and perhaps even acknowledge and openly express an image, so that instead of allowing or permitting the white people to define the image of the black people are capable of creating a image and defining something very capable of themselves. And you will find that it is only when the black people learn to grow within the communities, there will be progress, and I think there will be hope for change. And I am certainly confident that any degree and any measure of success from any of the hidden dreams that perhaps white America may have crushed for black people can definitely be achieved for as long as the black people understand that there needs to be some level of effort and some consideration of should I say hard work, and these are qualities that nobody in life is exempt from. Nobody in life is exempt from working for what they receive. Although, keep in mind, some people, like, within the white communities, I'm very well aware, their children are born into an inheritance. That's not the situation for us, and we just need to accept that our reality needs to be initiated by actually setting up that foundation. And instead of being so selfish and expecting everything for ourselves, we need to learn how to actually put ourselves in positions where we can establish the right principles, the right buildings and resources and even jobs, so that our own kind will be able to prosper. And this is probably the best contribution you can make, regardless of whether you want an ROI or any type of expectation from your community.